Alright, what is going on, everybody? BrosForLife here, back with another video. Now in today's video we are going to be starting our season 3 episode 2 The Walking Dead podcast with our good old friend Virtual Party Center.
Me, I'm here, baby.
Yep. And oh man, this episode was packed, the entire thing.
Straight up,
Entire episode was just filled.
It just kept going and going and going, and then when you thought it slowed down, it didn't. It kept picking back up.
And this was another episode where it seemed like it was pretty short.
It seemed like it, and then, well, I thought it was a little bit longer than the last one.
I think
there was
so.
more stuff happening. But definitely where it caught itself back up with, hey, I have high energy. Let's fill it in more with more action.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, oh boy.
I'm gonna open up my episode 4 quick, and just so we have it ready for us to go over. Do you have yours open?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Where did we leave off? I can't remember where we started episode 2.
It started with Javier having a flashback.
Yes, okay, we were in the kitchen
And
with Kate.
this was another one where it took me a second to get it. So, because at first I was like, wait, what's happening here? And then I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, that flashbang went off, and then Javier's probably unconscious or something. But
Yeah,
it took me a second to get it, but
Here's the thing, too. At this moment, oh god, it is, okay, so.
what?
This is something, okay, I left my stupid Twitch overlay on the screen, so it covered the subtitles the entire freaking part.
Oh my land.
Yeah, whatever, it's okay. It's the only episode I did it in.
I actually did that with I think it was, yeah, I guess it would have been season 2. It might have been once or twice in season 1, but I haven't done it yet this season.
Yeah, luckily I caught on to it after that episode. I was like, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
I turned it off.
Yeah.
But after this, when it was in this scene, I was like, wait a second, this is after the situation with the grandpa.
Yeah.
So
because I heard I think it was Javier. It was either Javier or Kate. They were like, what are you gonna do after all that happened or whatever? So that was weird, because you saw them get, like, as soon as the season started, you saw them get into the van, and then when it said present day, they were also in the van. So I just thought they were driving for years. Like obviously just stopping and stuff to get gas and supplies, but I thought they were just driving. But apparently they came home.
Well, yeah, they came back. I don't know what the backstory is yet. We may get more, but then I realized that David was also back too, when he showed up in the flashback, right?
Oh.
So then I realized, oh, he's not dead. He's not gone. He's back in the flashback, because they said it was after what had happened, and then David shows up after he's drinking glass.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't catch on to it until the end of the episode where...
Let's talk about that later.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that later.
Oh, man. Jeez.
That is quite the...
shocker.
Surprise.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are with Kate, and she's kind of giving us some flirty
what
vibes.
I was saying, and I was like, isn't she married? Like, I was kind of confused, and that's when I kind of caught on. I was like, I think she was liked us even while she was married. I don't know if she liked getting married. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It's very interesting. Just being me, I knew she was married, and I didn't want to be on my brother's bad side. So any kind of advance she kind of put towards me, I was like, yeah, but, and then I like pushed her away a little bit. What did you do?
What do you mean?
So like when she, okay, so she cut her hand in the water.
held it.
She held it there. Did you pull away or did you keep it there?
I hold it.
Oh, I didn't do that. I pulled away, so then when David walked up, there was nothing to see. What happens when he saw your hands?
He started an argument, but it wasn't about that. It was about the
really?
cup.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't even really care that we were holding hands.
Oh, interesting. I would have been definitely curious as to why my brother was holding hands with my... Imagine your brother's holding hands with your girlfriend, bro. What are you gonna do?
But yeah, it was weird.
So then you get a chance to like tell him off or not do anything or like agree with him. What did you do there?
Tell him off or let it go. I let it go.
I did the same thing. I let it go as well. I was like, he's a little aggro. I don't want to fume him up. So I stayed silent. I didn't say anything in that situation. I just I kept quiet. So
and I think that was the better choice.
Yeah, definitely. Just don't add fuel to the fire.
And because they've pointed it out a few times in this season where David is pretty aggressive. Very aggressive.
Like he pretty much beat you down for just coming home late. I understand why, but
yeah. So
it is what it is with David. We both kind of let that go. Then we end the flashback, right? Or is there something else?
No, yeah, we did end it. And then Javier wakes up. And this is where I was confused because apparently Clementine was saying that it didn't really do anything to the people. Apparently they ran off or something. And that's where I was like, okay.
Yes. So the flashbang concussion grenade, right?
Yeah.
That, basically causes a big
explosion.
And people would probably get scared and run off. So I'm guessing that's why it's not. It doesn't deal damage. It more so just makes you really disoriented.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's
and
why.
Then, man, he goes. Him and Clem go over to Mariana, and then.
God, that was so depressing. Oh,
it was.
I started crying.
But I didn't start crying. I just was really sad. Okay,
when I say start crying, I mean my eyes are all teary and I was all sad. I wasn't like.
not like Kenny and Lee.
Yeah, no, definitely not that much. But I was still, I even said that's not even my own kid, and I feel very sad about this right now.
Yes.
But did you leave the cassette player, or did you keep it?
I did. I don't know why. I don't know who wouldn't.
I don't know. I thought about like some people may want to keep something to remember them by, but
that's
then again,
true.
It's a mix-up. I chose to leave it with her just to have her have the thing that she had the most. But
I also found it was so sweet how Clementine dug that grave for them.
It did, yeah. I was like, oh, Clem.
Yeah.
You're doing this for us. We're friends. It feels so good. Oh, speaking of friends with Clem, I have a question for you later on in the future episodes. So, at the end of this episode more so. So, either way, we go back to...
I think I know where you're getting to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know what you're talking about.
Awesome.
But yeah, after that little sad moment, that's when we go back and Clementine's driving.
Big girl Clem.
And then that's when we also find out about the new frontier. Right? Because that zombie had the mark on him. And Clementine described it.
That was the original guy for that found us in the trailer at the beginning. I thought that was him, but it wasn't.
The trailer.
Remember the guy who we went outside to get gas, and then he's like, "Hey, you taking my stuff?" And
you thought that was him? Oh no.
Yeah, I thought it was, but then it got told to me later that it was not.
I thought it was I didn't say this in my video, but at first I kind of thought it was the guy that was driving us away when we met Clem.
Looking guy?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but he was looking like a turtle.
Turtle? What?
This is like, okay, if you go back. If you go back and you like look at him from the side profile, his neck goes down like a and he has no neck, so it looked like he was like a turtle. I don't know.
Oh my. Oh my.
That's just my thought process on that. So we find the guy from the New Frontier, we shoot him, and then Clementine says, hey, I had a run-in with them a while back. So then we leave and go back to Prescott, where we try to check on Kate and everyone, and Gabe is there as well. So what were your initial thoughts when you walked over and Kate was still shot and in bad condition?
Well, okay, the first thing I kind of like tried to see or like questioned or like tried to find out is if she was breathing. So I was paying attention to her body, and yeah, she was breathing, so that's what I was happy about. But then she started talking and she was saying she was in the best condition. However, it turns out she does last like a few days at least.
Yeah, and she, what's her face? Eleanor. In my thing, she said, I hate to say it, but it's only a matter of time. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was really concerned, and I was like, okay, this sucks. Why are you laughing? What happened?
No, when you said, oh no, it sounded like that meme. It was like, oh no.
Oh no.
Have you heard that?
I haven't, but the way you said it was meme-worthy, so.
Oh man, yeah, that's what you reminded me of.
I don't know what this is. Oh no! You'll have to show me later.
Yeah, but
So, yeah, go ahead.
Then that's when we go wander off, try and find supplies, right? And then we also go try and find Gabe.
Yes, and we see Gabe outside of the friggin' fence,
beating a walker,
pulling a Kenny, and
oh my gosh,
stabbing things.
You're right.
Yeah, she just killing just for random reasons. Oh my gosh, he's aggro. But that's when he had his little speech. And what did you think about his little talk with?
I tried to comfort him, and I was like, "No, man, you're doing your best you can. You're just a kid." And then when he said, "I want to be a man. I want to be like my dad," I was like, "Yeah, no, you're already a man, dude." So. What did you say?
We had different dialogue. Hold on, let me get to it. I pretty much, he was saying, I gotta be tough, I'm like, I think I said, it's not as easy as you think. I don't remember if that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, that was one of the options, so.
And then my thing's frozen, so I can't really see what I said. But pretty much he went on this like giant tirade about like, I'm not gonna be weak, I'm not gonna be pushed over anymore. I'm gonna take action the next time something happens. And then that falls into place later on in the episode.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when we get there. But at this point, I believe the New Frontier starts riding up, right?
Yeah. Yep. Also, oh yeah, they come up with and okay. I'm gonna sound like an absolute idiot. However, I could be right. It could be. Okay, so you remember so there was that giant truck that came up and he was gonna rush us, right?
Yes.
I thought that was the exact same truck that tried to rush Wellington.
You're right. Holy. Wait a minute here.
That looks like it's the exact same truck. But I don't know if that's true or not. It was the same. It had that same thing in the front. But go ahead.
So yes, that makes total sense because you know what? We're gonna talk about this later when it gets to the point. But there's a little thing in the I think 5th episode where you meet someone who is from the New Frontier.
Yeah.
And okay, so you know what? You've already watched the episodes. So we meet what's her face? I don't know her name, but she said, "I'm from the New Frontier." That's our group was called. Come back with us. So what I think happened is the New Frontier attacked Wellington. Clementine managed to escape and then get somewhere. Because think about it, Clementine couldn't have gotten too far from that base, Wellington, right? So she finds a little hideout, She gets there, someone from the New Frontier is in the Wellington raid and, is running away from walkers, gets to the same place,
Yeah.
doesn't know that Clementine was from Wellington and says, hey, how about you come back with us and we'll treat you good at the New Frontier.
What did you say? Because I said no.
I said yes,
but that's also because I knew kind of, I don't know, I feel like it would have made sense to say yes just because of like, that was back in the moment. And that also would have made sense because later on she says she was part of it, but yeah.
That's exactly why I said yes. I pretty much said exactly right after the choice was made. I told my camera, I said the only reason I said that was because Clementine said she had gone there in the past, and this was part of the past.
What? She didn't say she... Oh,
she
yeah.
had a run-in with them,
never
or
mind.
she went
yeah,
there,
okay.
She's been there
yeah,
or something.
I know what you're talking about now. I thought you were saying she was part of them before. You were saying she said she was part of them before that flashback. I was like, wait, what? But no, I know what you're saying now. I know, yeah.
Yeah, I totally get you. So we have a run-in with the New Frontier, and this things get a little juicy because they want Javier's blood. They want him and him alone.
Yeah.
What happened with you? Like, did you surrender? Did you fight?
I opened fire, and I feel like... What did you do?
I surrendered. I gave myself up. Holy crap. Okay, I want to know how this goes. So you opened fire. What the heck happened?
What's her name? That girl that they
Francine?
chopped it. Yeah. Cut it, one of her fingers. Did that happen to you?
That happened with me too.
Yeah.
That's the way that they made me get down there. I was hesitant at first, but then they cut her finger off. I was like, screw it. I'm going to go down.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much, we had a big fight there, and Francine did die.
Okay.
And then that kind of plays a big part later on with
Conrad.
Yeah, there you go. And yeah, so then we do end up killing a lot of their men, actually.
Yes.
Are
you talking about your playthrough? Right.
Yeah. So what happened with you?
So I went down and I said, okay. Well, in the moment, I was like, I don't want Francine to die. I didn't know who she was really, but I'm not going to let an innocent person die just because they want me for some reason. I thought they were going to have me like talk to somebody or like bring me back to their camp. I go down there and I'm like, okay, here I am, let her go. And they put a gun right up to my head, and then the main guy was like, yeah, I don't care about our deal that we had. You're gonna pay the price right now. And then the guy with the hat was like, what are you doing? We haven't gotten the go through.
The guy with the hat, who's
the main guy,
the beanie,
the leader. Yeah, Beanie. And then out of nowhere, Clementine shoots the guy that had the gun by me, and then that starts a little tussle. And Francine starts running for it, and she actually she runs towards the gate, but then ends up getting hit with a stray bullet. I don't know if she's dead in my playthrough. I think she may got wounded, but it didn't look like a death hit in mine.
Did she go with in the van and leave with you guys, or no?
No, so she got left back there.
Well, then she's probably dead.
I would assume so, but
and they also keep saying, like, continuing in the episode, no, we can't go back there, so I'm assuming she's
right.
Yeah,
I'm assuming she's dead.
Unless
think about Kenny.
What? Go ahead.
Think about Kenny. Think about what happened. We thought he was dead. I don't know if this is gonna play a big part, but
yeah,
Kenny was a main character. Francine's like a side character, but still,
yeah,
who knows?
But I was gonna say, unless the New Frontier took them with her, or took her with them for some reason. I don't know. Who knows?
Good point. I agree.
Yeah, we'll see. And you're right. I don't think Francine actually did get shot, like, in the head or anything. So I guess technically she could still be alive in mine too. But I'm gonna assume she's dead.
Oh, okay. So in yours, she didn't get hit in the head or anything like that, did she?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I guess our playthroughs are pretty similar still. So they end up pretty much saying, "Hey, ram the gate," and then everyone rams the gate.
And that's where they start throwing frags, right?
Tear gas.
Tear gas, yeah.
I think it was tear gas. In
Yeah,
my playthrough,
it was tear gas. It was tear gas.
Okay. Yep, tear gas thrown, and everyone is dazed and confused.
Yeah.
I end up going with, Trip and everyone in 2 cars that we got and just getting the heck out of there.
Wait, you went with Trip?
I mean, we all went somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I was in a separate car, but I was just naming the characters. We kind of got to go with us.
I thought you were talking about you actually went in Trip's car. I was like, that's different.
Yeah, no, I didn't go with Trip in his car. I went with the regular people that I'm pretty sure.
Kate, Clementine,
Eleanor,
Gabe. Yeah.
Yeah, all them. Same thing for your playthrough, right? Okay. So then we get out of there, and the next, I guess, big part of the episode is we get to the stop point. I think actually that we ended our playthroughs kind of in the same area around there, didn't we?
Yes. I actually went a little bit further that episode, so I need to cut it. But yeah, I'll just cut it and then add it to the other one. But yeah, go ahead.
Sure. So we get there, and then Conrad is just a mess, and he is getting in your face. Like,
is he blaming you for?
Yes, in mine he is. Even though I surrendered, and I don't understand that. I get he's emotional.
same with me. Which for me it makes sense. But I don't know why he'd blame you in that one. I don't know.
He said, in mine, he said, if you would have never shown up, it would have never happened. That's how he's blaming me for it.
That's what he said to me too. But then remember when we first met him, he was like, oh, I'm a big fan of yours.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to watch you do baseball or something. And I was like, hey, but that turns.
Definitely does turn. Yeah, I don't know. He's a flake. He's
who did we call? Oh, we called Jane a flake last season podcast.
But I understood it kind of. I was like, okay, he's emotional. He's looking for someone to blame. Kind of how Kenny was in a way, where Kenny, whenever he went off the rails and he was emotional, he looked for someone to blame. So I was like, okay, I kind of understand it. But then again, it's kind of rough because in my playthrough, I surrendered and tried to do the best I could. Your playthrough makes a bit more sense.
Yeah.
Oh, this is when Gabe does his thing. Go on about that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Conrad, we just went over. Conrad's threatening us and stuff. He's like, you let my wife die. How could you? And he's blaming us and stuff. And then Gabe pulls his gun on Conrad, and I'm like, Gabe, okay, this is not what I mean when you need to toughen up. And I was like, Gabe, what are you doing?
I called him a little idiot. I was like,
Ben version 3.
I said the same thing.
I didn't say that in mine, but oh my gosh.
I did say that.
You did?
I said, okay, yeah. When they were driving and they were falling asleep or whatever, I was like, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. He reminds me of Ben, but not really, because he's not that much of a, problem maker, but he's becoming one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Gabe. Oh my God. And then as we're standing there, Clementine and Gabe start talking, and then Eleanor's like, are they gonna hit it off? I'm like, oh, please God, no.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Okay, I thought I interpreted that wrong, like they were gonna talk to each other and help each other. So yeah, I did take okay. No, I was like, whoa, hold on, excuse me, like the kissy lovey-dovey. Yeah, and that's how I thought it was, that's what she meant at first. But then I thought about it, I was like, I'm probably just having a dirty mind moment. But no, okay. I guess I took it right.
Yes, you did take it right.
Yeah, no, please.
I got you. Okay, I gotta open up my next clip really quick. Let's go to episode 5, and that's where we're at now. with their little discussion that they just had, where Conrad gets mad at you. Gabe draws his gun, and we're like, Gabe, stop being dumb. Go ahead there. They're sleeping, and then, that's when we have our talk with Kate, and she's like saying she's gonna die. What were you thinking there?
Yeah, I kept telling her, no, you gotta stay strong. You gotta live through this.
Same thing. I did the exact same. I was like, bro, don't give up. We're almost there. Let's go. You know, she's like,
this is where we're going. Redmond, right?
Richmond. Yeah, in mine, she said, I was saying, don't think like that. And then she said, well, it's not your deathbed. And I was like, oh, snap.
Wait, what do you mean?
So what that means is, like, you're not the one dying, you don't have an input on it. And I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
That was a little dark there, Katie.
I don't think she said that to me. She may have, but... And then, wait, so did you end up finding water at...
Prescott?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Perfect. Did you give it to Kate in the moment of need?
Well, obviously.
I don't know. You suddenly, Kate's like, I'm thirsty, and then she just sees you take a swig of water. And and then you just look over. Oh, did you want some?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's me. Did you give it to her?
Perfect thing. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm not that big an a-hole. Oh, man.
Especially with our... Well, I thought something could happen between these two. But then now that we know David's still there, that might not happen.
Yeah, well, okay, for my playthrough, I was still kind of on the fence. I was still like, especially, because we met Eleanor at the thing and she was kind of flirting with us. I was like, okay, maybe this is more okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Being with your brother's ex-wife is still a little weird in my book. Just,
I guess that's true.
It's weird because sometimes that relationship isn't supposed to work out. Maybe that they're not the best for each other.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be better with you guys, but there's still that feeling of you were still with my brother. And I don't know. That's how I view it. And then when we met Eleanor, I was like, okay, well, there's this option that we could go down. There's Kate, but Kate's Kate, and I don't know. It could potentially still happen. I don't know. What are you feeling about it?
I don't know. I mean, pretty much same thing you said.
Okay, so you're on the fence?
Yeah.
Especially even more now?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm probably, I don't know, I think Eleanor and him may click a little bit, but who knows what'll happen.
But then remember, Eleanor's missing.
Eleanor is missing. Oh, true. You're right. And I actually may take back what I'm saying a little bit too, because during the part where you go and find your family with Tripp, I'm pretty sure Tripp says he has like some feelings for Eleanor. So.
Oh, possibly.
Or it was something along the lines of, like that he just cares about her. Not that he has feelings.
No, I think he was just saying like, how is she so warmed up with you?
Oh,
and yeah. I don't think he necessarily had feelings for her. I think he was just saying like, she's usually not like that to most men.
Gotcha. Okay, so maybe an option for me to go there. I don't know. All right. So either way, we're moving on from there. My mining software just crashed for some reason. I don't know why. Let's go here and see.
This is where we hop up upon the what's it called? The bridge.
The bridge, yes, and we meet
Bridge version 2.
Yeah, bridge version 2. Where's Nick when you need him?
Actually,
Jesus.
I mean, this one, oh my gosh, dude. Call me Jesus.
Dude, you laughed at that part?
Yes. I just thought it was so funny.
That was, so you, I'm guessing, have not seen the TV show.
No, but I have heard that he is from that, yeah.
He is from the TV show. So when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, is this the same character? And I just kind of put the two and two together. I don't know if it is the same character, though.
I think they were trying to go there, yeah. I think so.
Okay. Cool. Well, if so, then I knew that I could kind of trust him in a way, but then again, I didn't know for sure. Did you end up trusting him right off the bat? We can go back and cover some of the stuff that happens before this.
I did you? But, okay, so I did want to point out something that I was like very just lost. I was lost. I couldn't figure out where we were trying to go, what we were trying to do, because I talked to everyone, and that garage was so hidden.
Oh, I found the garage right off the start, but then I couldn't find Conrad in the gas station. It wouldn't move over to that side of the screen for me for some reason, so I kept walking around.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I found the trailer.
I couldn't find the gas station, or not the garage. Yeah, there you go.
So did you figure it out pretty fast what you had to do with the winch and the?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I feel bad for Tripp's car because that was a pretty baller truck that he had. That was,
yeah.
Zombie Defense
it reminded me of the Scooby truck.
Yeah.
From Scooby-Doo.
Exactly.
Oh man, yeah. I was like, yo, Scooby-Doo in The Walking Dead. That kind of makes sense too.
It does, and I felt bad for the truck. We had to get back. So we get there, we find the winch, and then the winch ends up pulling on the truck, and it's like, or the car, it's on the street, which draws in like 200 walkers.
Oh, that makes sense why the walkers came out. Yeah, because of all that noise.
Oh, did you not realize it was the noise?
Well, no, I wasn't really thinking of that.
What were you thinking it was where they came? You think it was just an ambush?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was. I thought it was the noise for sure. I don't know if it was. It may have been an ambush.
No,
but that noise.
I think it. But also remember, the walker herd has been pretty close to us like this entire season.
You're right.
So
you're totally
who knows?
Right. I didn't think about that. Who knows? Maybe they came through just randomly and they heard the noise.
But
or
okay. So when you guys were about to climb up and get on top of the gas station, he shot the gun right next to his ear. I was like, oh, I knew that would happen, and I was just cringing so hard.
That would. He would be deaf in one ear in real life. That would be.
That was.
No joke. I can't even imagine. Like, his eardrum would have ruptured instantly. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I don't
know
for sure,
think.
But
I don't know. It could have been a somewhat. I wouldn't. No, not silent, but like it could have been quieter than other guns. But still, that definitely had to have caused some damage, unless it just healed like nothing happened. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, he walked that real quick, and I don't think anyone normally would have done that. But it's a game and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we trust Jesus pretty much right away, and then he says, oh yeah, so you're heading over to Richmond. Oh yeah, it's been pretty rancid over there since the new frontier took over. And in the moment, I was like, my jaw dropped.
Same. I was like, uh-oh. I
was like, did we just send Kate and our only doctor to the new frontier?
But it was also hilarious because that little disguise bench dummy thing he set up.
Imp looking thing.
I was like, oh.
I fell for it at first. I didn't look closely
No, I did too.
And I was like, oh wait, those are some tires. That's not him.
But that's also because we only saw the backside and we didn't see the stick until we got closer.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, okay, this guy's pretty smart.
He is. Turns out to be quite the ninja too.
He is, dude.
Yeah, he is. It's pretty sweet with his slick moves in the tunnel where we head next, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he says there's a tunnel underground that leads to Richmond, and is like a shortcut. So we all head off into the tunnel where.
Wait, before that, we have that flashback with Clem.
Oh, correct. Yes.
And I think that was pretty important. But yeah, we
Yes.
did kind of cover that in minimum details earlier. But
Yep. And this was kind of what we talked about before.
no,
but
but
it was,
oh my! I wanted to talk about something. Also, I
Go
forgot.
ahead.
I forgot to talk about something earlier. As soon as we got to the gas station, I mean, we did see Clementine do this with other walkers earlier in the season. But I love how she took that tip of Jane's and she's always kicking out the zombies' knees.
oh,
I
yeah,
love
yep.
that.
It's a sign of growing in a way that I see it. You know, she learned something really good that helps her survive, and she uses it every time
And
she can.
she uses a knife now, so it's also easier to get unstuck. Yeah. It's
Quick.
quick.
Can go straight in
Well,
there.
yeah, exactly. And then, so this was another thing that was really interesting. In the flashback, what did you do when AJ was crying? Did you tell him to shush? Did you cover his mouth or what?
I sang him a little song.
And then the zombies started humming.
Wait, what?
Did you not notice that?
No, I didn't. I'll have to go rewatch it.
They
What?
literally started humming along with Clementine.
What?
Yes!
I'll have to. You know what? I'm about to go watch this right now. Let's see right here. Okay, here's the flashback. Okay, hum a song. I'm on the exact choice right now. Okay, wait. Oop. Let me go here
You're hungry.
and play.
Jeez.
I'm listening to it. He did. He started going. What the heck? You're right.
What the?
Did you watch it too?
Yeah, I just played that little scene.
That is very interesting. I don't know what to think about that. Are they cognizant? Can they understand music, or do they just want brains?
I don't know,
That's interesting.
but that was very weird. I was like, hold on, that zombie's humming.
He's humming along to with a song that Clementine was singing. So
Yeah.
is this a new strand of zombie that can understand musical notes from a throat? What the frick? Weird.
Okay, but then that lady came in. What did you say?
I just
Like,
said,
did you let her in? Did you protect
yeah.
AJ, or did you?
I let her in just because I just heard someone outside amongst the lockers, and I was like, all right, well, let him in. Hopefully nothing goes wrong.
I protected AJ, and then she came in.
What happened when you protected AJ?
She just came in through the door.
Oh, she just came in front of. Oh,
Yeah.
I went over to open the door, and she like slammed the door open, and it smacked me in the face.
Really?
Yep, I got smacked, and I was like, well, okay then. And I walked over to AJ then.
That's funny.
So when she started talking to you, were you getting the creep vibe, or were you getting the she's okay vibe?
Well, I said she was okay, but again, the reason I didn't go with them is because I'm using stupid logic here. Kind of.
Okay. All right.
Like,
give me your thoughts.
I'm saying throughout the whole season because Javier, when we first met Clementine, he had no clue who he is, but we did. So that's when I started trusting him. Like, that doesn't make the most sense, but like, it also does.
I get what you're saying.
And
right?
then here, it's another instance where it's like, you're just now figuring out about the new frontier,
Yep.
but like, you know a bit of backstory, except it's in the future. It's so weird, and that's why I said no, I won't go. But I don't know.
What was the response? What'd she say?
She just said, suit yourself.
Oh, and she left?
No, she sat there with you for a little while, but then that's when the flashback ended.
Interesting. So
Did you
I
guys
wonder
leave
how
together?
I'm going to look really quick and see what happens.
Because after we said no, we sat there and stayed together for a little bit. Then it ended.
See. Okay. All right, so it was a new frontier. Why don't you come meet my people? And then I said, or she said, we have food, blankets, water. I said, sounds great. And then what happens? Let's see. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds great, actually. Once the herd is gone, my people will find us. She picked up AJ, put him in my little backpack thing, and yeah, then we left.
Huh. Interesting.
Ooh. Yeah, okay. Our playthroughs are different there. Okay, cool. Then we go into the train area, which is the next episode, I believe, for us, or at least for I ended. Is that where you ended it too?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then that would be considered episode 6. So this is the final one of the episode. Let me go here.
Oh man, you're right.
And pull it up. Yep, this is the final interpretation of the episode 2.
Wow.
What? Oh, I know. It's hard to believe it's almost over, or it's halfway over now.
Well, not necessarily, but yeah, kind of.
Right. We're about halfway done, which doesn't even feel, it feels so weird. It feels like the first 2 games,
Yeah.
like, were super long compared to this, and I don't understand it. Maybe we're just playing through it. We're used to it by now. Maybe that's what's going on.
I don't know. But yeah, so that's when she's talking to Javier, and she reveals that she was part of the New Frontier.
Yeah,
what were
she
your
pulls out
thoughts
the
there?
tattoo. Well,
Hang on. Wait, is it a tattoo or a burn marking? I thought it was a burn.
Burn mark.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a brand. So at the moment, I kind of put 2 and 2 together. I know my character, I said, holy poop. And I was like, wow, okay, you were part of them. But then I put them together and I was like, okay, well, she's not with them now and she's with us now. And we know Clementine isn't an evil person. So,
Yeah.
And she also said, I've been, like when we met her, I've been alone for a long time.
And she was talking about that she doesn't want to join that again. And she, yeah, so she has changed her opinion on them.
Correct. And that's,
then.
I was like, okay, I said, can I trust you? And she said, yes, I'm no longer like that.
Yeah.
And then I caught on to freaking Conrad right away. You could see like the group walking in front of us, and I looked up and I could see him like eating back at us with his ears.
Same.
So how did that, I guess, play out for you? Oh, wait, we have to go over to the nice big zombie horde first.
Yes.
That we run into. How did you handle that?
Oh, the first zombie that Javier killed was with his flashlight.
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny. And
I
then
thought he was gonna break it. I was like, okay,
you're right.
You're gonna break the flashlight.
You're right. I didn't think about that, but I was like, why are you using that?
I don't know, weirdo.
But yeah. And then what the? Whoa! Hold on.
What happened?
The second zombie he killed, he punches it through the throat, and his hand gets stuck in the zombie's neck.
What?
Yeah.
I'm watching right now. I want to see this.
Oh no, that's a knife.
Everywhere.
Never mind.
Okay. I was gonna say he had a knife in my
Okay. Yeah. Never mind. But okay. When it hits the zombie, it looks like he's just punching him through the throat.
Let's see. I'm watching it here. I want to see this. So he goes over, and boom. Oh, I see what happened. You saw it went into his neck. And you're like, oh, wow. Look at that.
But
then Jesus comes over with his nice demon kicks.
Bro, I'm gonna love this character, I swear.
He's so majestic. He just flies through the air, kicks things down, and oh wow.
Man. Yeah.
I was very impressed with his skills. I want to be like him one day. Jiu-jitsuing through my life.
Oh, wow.
So we run into the train, and then we get confronted by, we have to lock it first, of course. We put him in there.
Well, yeah.
Clementine actually does something. I don't know. She says, me and Javi will stay here and lock the door. You guys go ahead. And I think she was going to try to talk to us, about something.
Oh, she was.
But then
Conrad comes back. He did like go ahead, but then when he saw us leaving, he turned around and blocked us.
And did you notice also when Clementine said, "Hey, go ahead, I'll catch up later," or whatever, Conrad gives us a look like he's freaking suspicious. And
yeah,
did you notice that?
I thought you were just talking about that.
Oh yeah, that's what I was referencing.
Yeah.
So we do that. Conrad comes back, and what happened with you? Because I'm curious, if you choose to shoot first, how does he talk to you?
So this is where doesn't Gabe try and stand up for her as well? And then
so I mean, he pretty much, or Conrad says, "Hey, finish the story and show us the brand."
No, remember, Conrad pulls a gun on Gabe.
He does, and he's like, "How about I shoot your little friend over here?" And then I was like,
yeah.
Hello?
Then, okay, after that, did you shoot him or did you agree to his deal?
So for those watching, he pretty much has Gabe, in a lock and has the gun up to him and is like, "We're taking her to the New Frontier and using her as a bargaining chip.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else you can do about it. So then you either have a choice to shoot him or accept the deal."
And what did you do?
I accepted the deal.
Really?
I did.
I did shoot him.
You shot him? Oh, I wonder.
I didn't want to do that. I did not want to. I really didn't. But I did not want to put Clem in that position, though.
Yep. So.
And then after that, I kind of regretted it, but I do think at the end when I was going over my choices, it made me feel a little bit better, but we'll get there.
I don't know if I would have done it different. So, you know what? I don't know. I kind of want to let you watch my playthrough just to see the reactions that happen from it. Yeah, let's do that. So when we upload our episodes, let's leave comments on each other's episodes with, what we thought was the most different and how people reacted, okay? Perfect. All right, so then we leave and, in the moment, the reactions happen, but then the initial plan, I'm guessing, is similar because we end up in the same place. So we end up...
But does Clem come with you?
She does.
Okay. That's interesting. For me,
she doesn't?
For me, she says, I'll meet you guys there. I need to go my own way. So yeah, we split ways.
Oh my, yeah, she comes with in mine. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna tell you the details so you can watch and see what happens and see why I was so angry. And then we can pretty much just go, and this is when, let's zoom ahead. I'll go there, and we get to, where are we? Is this when we get to, it is, oh my gosh, wow.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're almost there. Okay, we get to Richmond, we pretty much just walk there.
Oh,
and,
but
yeah, I want to hear how yours is different.
So yeah, I mean, mine isn't, it's not that bad. I think I'm happy with the choice I made. But so yeah, pretty much what happens is Trip is like, "Hey, where's Conrad?" And we told him he lost it and he pulled a gun on Gabe. And that's when Trip is like, "Oh my gosh, Conrad, you idiot." So Conrad was mad, or no, Trip was mad that Conrad was gone, and he was like, "What happened to him?" And but then after we told him what happened, he's like, "Come on, dude, really?" So he was kind of mad at, I mean, which is, I agree, it is Conrad's fault that happened.
Right.
But yeah.
He was eavesdropping, and I mean, in the moment, Clementine was being truthful with us and letting us know what was going on.
Yeah.
And he just overheard the bad parts.
Yeah.
And he didn't, I don't know. So yeah, in mine, basically, you know, we continued on like normal, except for they just kind of exposed, or Conrad said, you know, hey, she's part of the New Frontier. And we were like, oh shit, okay. And then we kept walking. It was nothing, no big deal, I guess, to everyone else. So we end up walking there. And was there anything on the way there that was different between, you know?
I mean, we went to go see Kate, and we saw the people walking at the end of the street in front of the base thing.
Same thing for me. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's similar stories. And then when you got to Kate, what happened?
We were just saying that. Well, that's when Kate was like, oh, Eleanor left to go find help. And then...
she's not back.
Yeah.
So Eleanor is currently missing. We don't know where she is. And obviously there's a bunch of armed guards everywhere that
Well,
aren't letting her back out.
I was happy that Kate was still alive. That's one thing I focused on.
I saw her in the car and I thought she was dead. I thought she had died from blood loss and just keeled over in the car. And I was like, oh no, sad. Then she started talking and she said she wanted to do drugs.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you want to get high right now? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what happened. We ended up taking Kate to the entrance. And apparently this is one of the, like...
Wait, hang on. What happened for you? Because it gave you the option to go and like beg for help, or it was something else. I can't remember.
Beg for help. Let's see. Let's go here. I'm taking a look at the choices. You mean when we're talking to the people, right?
No.
What are you referencing? Beg for help?
Trip was saying at this point it just might be worth it to go and try and get help from them. And then it gave you a choice that was like where is it? I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I'm taking a look too. I don't remember this choice. Let's see. Oh, wait, maybe right there. No, I don't remember.
Oh,
this.
right here.
Where is it?
Wait.
Did you not
Never
find
mind.
it?
I guess it was a 4-choice thing. But never mind. I guess you do go and ask for help anyway.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I don't remember this, but who knows. So we end up getting there and the guards come out and they are like, oh, we see the guy with the beanie, right?
Yeah.
And it's weird because, or actually, this is a good thing to ask you. Back in the part where they raided Prescott, what happened? Like, was the guy with the beanie trying to keep order a little bit, or was he kind of just off the rails?
What do you mean?
So, for reference, in my playthrough, I was trying to, like, you know, keep the situation calm and like talk it out with them a little bit.
Yeah.
And the guy with the beanie was trying to keep it like nice and calm too. And then this other guy comes in and is like, nah, we don't play like that.
Oh,
You know, we gotta show 'em who's boss."
Yeah, you're right.
And I was like, okay, well, we see the guy with the beanie again, and I'm like, all right, at least we're talking to someone who may understand reason and may help us out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at least in that instance, I was like, okay, when you saw him first, without my input, what were you thinking?
Hello? Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Oh, I thought you cut out.
No, oh, I was just kind of like, oh boy, here we go. Hopefully this works out. But that's...
Did you think he was going to shoot you or anything for...
I didn't think he was going to shoot us, but
Okay.
I didn't think he was... I was hoping he would help us, but I wasn't sure if he would.
Okay, so you were just like on the fence, like, he might not. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
and then...
I was thinking he could help us, but I don't think he probably will.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So then, you go ahead. I'll let you wrap it up here.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Let's see. Where were you? Where we talked to the guy, right?
Yep.
then as we were talking to him, he's like, oh, these guys again, why are you here, blah blah blah. And then I basically say, hey, we have a wounded person, we need to come in and get her medical attention. And this is going to be weird because our playthrough is going to be a little bit different because I didn't end up convincing them. So then Conrad is like, here's plan B, and he pushes Clementine forward and he says, here's what we got. And the guy's like, Clementine, haven't seen you in a while. And so what happened in yours?
Well, I just explained it. He was saying like, oh yeah, well, hang on.
Yeah, I'm curious. How
this is where he said, okay, if you really want us to believe that you're somewhat good, lower your guns. So I said, okay, well, I'll lower our guns. So we did. Then after that, after we all lowered our guns, he said, okay, now put your hands behind your head. And I said no because I didn't want to drop Kate on the ground.
Oh, right.
And then he said, all right, I guess we can't do much then. And then the gates opened and David comes.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Well, okay. He said, I guess we're going to have to do this the dirty way. And the gate opens and then David comes out, so.
Oh, I wonder what would happen. Like, honestly, we know David's kind of an asshole, right? And
yeah.
I wonder if it wasn't us, how he would have treated a group because, he's a violent guy. That maybe would have roughed him up if they wouldn't have listened to just this simple command. I don't know. Maybe he's changed. Who knows?
Possibly. But I do think that he will help us because we're brothers.
We're brothers.
But remember, on the steps at the very beginning of the thing, he was like, man, as much as I was jealous of you before, I love you, little brother. And that's...
You did say that, you're right.
Yeah, so I thought he was up.
Okay.
So well, I think because we're brothers, I think he is going to help us out, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's changed a little bit, but then again, he is... I forgot! Oh, man. I predict a very awkward and sad conversation next episode. You kind of expect, or do you know what it is?
I'm trying to think. Wait, what? Next episode?
Yeah, the next episode. The next episode we're playing, there's going to be a conversation that's had that's going to be very awkward and sad.
Oh, yeah. With Mariana.
Javier is going to have to tell his brother that his group of people killed his daughter. Oh, my
gosh! You're right. He's gonna have to tell him that his group of people oh no.
Isn't that gonna be something? That's gonna
be very... I
can't wait. So yeah, David walks out and everyone's kind of like, oh God, holy, it's you guys.
Yeah.
And then
but what happened with you? Because I just explained mine, how they told us to surrender and stuff, but then you said there was something with Clementine. How did that turn out?
Yeah, so Conrad pushes her up to the front, and the guy's like, Clementine, haven't seen you in a while. And then he goes, the guy on the bridge, the beanie guy, he says, but why are you hanging out with her? This doesn't seem like a kind of a, or why are you hanging out with her, basically. And in this moment, I felt like I kind of redeemed myself for saying, let's go along with the plan, because it said, we're giving, the options are, we're giving her to you for a trade or whatever, or it says she's a friend, and I picked she's a friend, and then she looked at me like, okay, I see what you're doing here. You know what I mean? Kind of like, so I don't want to say what I did just to give you, okay, I will. Basically, in the moment, I basically said, when Conrad had her, pretty much pegged and Gabe with the gun, I said to the camera, I said, you know what? I'm going to lie to him. I'm going to lie to Conrad and say, hey, sure, let's go. But then I hoped later on down the line, I hoped Clementine, I could tell her that, hey, I'm just BSing this guy. and I'm still with you on your side.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much what happened in my playthrough. Where I wanted to say I didn't want to shoot him. I didn't want to shoot somebody if I didn't have to. So I said sure in the moment, but then later on I wanted to make sure Clementine knew that I did not care what Conrad said. We're gonna, protect you instead.
Okay.
So, yeah, hopefully you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I guess let's go over all our choices then.
Oh, right. Let me get to the end there. And
this one was insane, in my opinion. These choices, wow. Like the last 3 choices were, boom. Yeah, they were majorly like big group versus small group.
Yep.
Now I was shocked about that.
All right, so first one, you and you and 39% to 40% of players stayed out of it, which is the argument with David, right?
Wait.
And
yeah.
And just find this.
That was the first.
Here. Yep, the Kate argument. Then the next one, how did you handle the new frontier at the gates of Prescott? Which ones did you do?
I opened fire.
You opened fire, so you and 58. Right?
Wait, what did you do? You surrendered, right?
Surrender. Yeah, I did surrender.
Less than 1% tried to negotiate. What?
That is quite
shocking.
It is. I wonder how that changes things.
I do. Yeah.
Because that is quite the low percentage. Think of the amount of people that have played this game and think of under 1% of them. That's pretty drastic number right there.
Oh, yeah. Less than, not even 1%.
Less than 1%.
Yeah.
So whoever did that, congrats. You are in the major minority there.
And then, the reason I opened fire is because it's kind of like the situation in season 2 where you had the option to tell Kenny to open fire on Carver and try and kill Carver. I did do that because I thought that was a chance we could save some of our people, and I thought, oh, we can just kill the bad guy right here. I legit said that in the podcast where we were talking about that. I was like, we can just kill the bad guy right off the bat. It's that easy, right? Like, no, Josh, that's not how it works. Like,
I wish we'd had like a hand signal that we could have like signaled to everyone that we're gonna shoot. So then everyone would have shot at the same time and took out a bunch of their guys at the same time. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Although,
that wouldn't. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah.
Whatever.
And then, so yeah, it's kind of the same thing here. I opened fire, except it's not because I thought I could kill them all. It's because I thought that was the best chance at killing or at saving Francine, yeah.
I gotcha. Yep, that makes total sense.
And then you surrendered because...
Oh, I surrendered because I did not want, like, they were cutting off this girl's finger, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
In the way that I viewed it, they wanted me alone. They didn't want any more trouble with the group, and I was like, you know what? In my mind too, I was kind of like, okay, well, I'm the main character, so they can't kill me off right now.
Yeah. What? Go ahead.
They pulled the gun to my head right when I said that, and I was like, well.
Oh yeah.
All right, go on with what you're gonna say.
This next decision, I sat there and laughed for a minute because it's like, did you trust Jesus?
Jesus?
And I'm a Christian, so I listen to Christian songs here and there, and it's a lot of songs are like, trust in Jesus.
Trust in Jesus. Hell yeah, I got you.
I just thought that was so funny. Did you trust Jesus?
I trusted Jesus.
Oh man.
It looks like 13%.
Yeah,
of people
13%. So a big majority did.
Big majority did. So that's good. You should always trust Jesus.
Yeah. Next one. Did you deal with Conrad? Wow. I'm shocked with this one. Very shocked.
Yep. Oh yeah.
90% shot him.
90% shot him.
Okay, I was very questionable about that choice until the end, where most of the people did. I was like, okay, I guess I didn't make that bad of a choice. So that kind of made me feel better. But I'm surprised only 10%.
And I am part of that 10%.
Yep.
Holy crap.
I wonder if you changed it at all. What does it say for you?
It says you and 10.6% of players
okay.
let Conrad capture Clementine.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that's best way to word it, but sure.
The entire way to Richmond, he kept a gun at her back the whole time. He was pointing it at her the entire time.
Really?
He was. Like he was holding a prisoner hostage.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I didn't do that then. But I also kinda I wonder when Clementine's gonna come into it. And you know, after David came out at the end, I was like, holy crap, Clementine has met David.
Wait a second.
Right?
Yes, she has. Holy, you're right.
That's insane.
That's right. And then, she's gonna realize that they're brothers. How's she gonna feel knowing that the leader? She's been hanging out with the leader's
David
brother.
is the leader, right?
Yeah, he said in my playthrough at least. He said,
"What's going on?"
The boss is coming out.
Yeah. Okay, for us it just said, David came out of nowhere and said, "What's going on here?" And then it showed his face. So like.
Oh yeah. My playthrough, they said the beanie guy said, "All right, the boss is coming out."
But yeah, I'm sure David is the leader. That's what I kind of got, because he was the one that said, "All right, what's going on here?" Like most people that are leaders or managers or You know.
Wow, Clementine's gonna realize that she's been hanging out with the leader's brother the entire time. But that also might get in more of her favor too, because now she has more weight to say, okay, I've been with the brother of the guy, so I might not be in as much danger as I thought I was coming back here.
Oh, yeah.
But in your playthrough, she's not there, right?
Mm-mm.
I wonder how that plays into it, because now David has seen Clementine with me, or Javi, but in yours, they're not there.
No, I think Clementine's gonna come. Because she said she'd meet us there, so I'm sure she'll just be there a little late.
Okay, I'm very, very curious to see how this plays out, because at this point, me and you have different playthroughs.
Mm-hmm. But there's no way they would just let Clementine go from the season like that. So I definitely think she'll have to return.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I doubt, unless, actually, do we know if this season 3 has multiple endings like season 2? I'm not gonna look it up.
I'm sure it probably does. No, I'm not gonna look it up, but I'm sure it probably does.
Okay, so.
But then again, who knows?
Then, I wouldn't rule it out. Maybe it does happen. Maybe she's too scared to go back, and she doesn't go back. I don't know. You know, it's a possibility. I would hate for that to happen in your playthrough, because then Clementine goes, but it would mean she's safer, maybe?
I don't know. I'm gonna believe that she does come back, because Clementine acted like she trusted us, Javier, pretty well. So I think she'll definitely
kill
come
someone
back
for her too.
Yeah, but then also remember, like this is we're just starting episode 3, so we're not even halfway through. I don't think they let her go halfway.
I honestly don't know where this can go from this point. Like, I don't know.
Who knows
what's going to happen.
I'm pretty positive that she'll come back, though. I'm gonna say I'm pretty positive, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see.
Right. I'm hoping we go in there, and since we know David, we just.
What if Clementine's already there?
She's just howdy ho, boys.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. But yeah.
Howdy ho, players. I've been here the whole time. I'm hanging out with the leader of the group, and I swindled you. You're our prisoners now.
That'd be funny. But, oh. Wait, what was the
We haven't
last
gone over
choice
the
for
last
you?
one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last choice. It
What
says,
was it?
It says, how far did you go to get into Richmond? And mine was you and 95.9% of players capulated to Max's demands. So Max
What does
is
that
Beanie
mean?
Boy. Pretty much gave in to his demands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same here.
I wonder what happens if you don't. There's 4% of players. It's
You
literally
die.
4%.
You die. The whole crew dies, obviously. What are you talking about?
Yeah, everyone just gets shot. All right, we're playing this the hard way then.
But yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, the last three choices are major groups.
Swings.
Yeah.
No pun intended for Mr. Baseball over here. Major swings.
But yeah, I guess that wraps it up for this podcast.
Anything
else you
officially over?
What do you think about the episode overall? Season 3, episode 2.
Overall, this was the most chaotic one, for sure.
Ever? Or this season?
Of this season. I still think Carver's season in season 2 is a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe not. Okay, so there's a difference. This one had more action. Carver's season, or Carver's episode had more like plot development with action. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it also was a lot more like, it was a bit of a risky. Like all your choices, they all had risk.
Yep, all had meaning to them. You know, it's like, okay, what are we gonna do? Blah blah blah. It worked out. What about you? What do you think about the season overall?
It was one of the most chaotic seasons of the entire game. I'll say that. At least so far. Including season 1 and 2.
You mean the entire series or just the game?
Entire series, yeah.
It was, yes. I agree.
So, with that being said, I think that gets me very excited for the next 3 episodes. Considering we had such a chaotic episode in just the second one. Then again, I guess the Carver episode was episode 2, or was that episode 3?
I think it was 3. Yeah. Yeah, it was 3 because after we left them,
you're right.
we
Yep,
went
it was
to
3.
The monument, and then we went to the birthing ceremony of AJ.
Yeah, Carver. Yeah, okay.
So that was 3. So maybe the next episode is going to be the most impactful for us for this season. I don't know.
We'll see.
So we have to pretty much wrap up a few loose ends within this. Like, where's Eleanor? Where's Clementine for you?
Yeah.
Get Kate fixed up, and then find out what's going to happen with David
and Javi. Yeah. And
so, should be
what did anyone else go with? Oh, do you think David is gonna tell us the story about how what happened to that man in the back, or that was bitten?
I don't know, because they
and also the mom. The mom.
I think tell him what happened to the mom. Well, actually, hold on. Wait a second. He wouldn't, because think about it. We already saw David after that event with the grandma.
Yeah, never mind.
So I don't think he would tell us again. Maybe he would. Maybe there's a flashback and they talk about it.
Yeah. Who
I don't
knows?
think they're gonna bring it up. Maybe they do.
I don't know. I guess. But yeah, now that you say that, that one makes sense for them. That.
I was like, at first I was like, yeah, that would be. And then I'm like, wait a second. They've seen each other since then, so that wouldn't. I mean, they would have told each other at the time, like, okay, this is what happened with mom. Here's what happened.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
But yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe that there's a flashback. Hopefully, I would like to know what happened. Obviously they're probably gone.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I'd say that pretty much wraps up episode 2 of the podcast.
And I think this was
for you.
Well, I'm just very proud of this. I think that this is one of the best podcasts we've done so far. I do.
I think so too.
Yeah. We went over pretty much every single detail, because this episode, every single detail pretty much was very, very important and impactful. So I'm very proud of this podcast. I think we're doing a great job in the YouTube world. So
Oh yeah. And if you agree, please leave a comment down below in the comments. Please leave a like
Otherwise,
and
just tell us,
subscribe.
no, we suck. We should retire. No.
I think so. I think after this podcast, I'm retiring. Just go follow Bros. I don't care.
Yep, sounds good. See ya.
Yep. See you later. All right. With that being said, go ahead and please please comment down below letting me know and Bros what you thought, and then also please leave a comment letting me know what you thought, and also please consider joining us on Discord. Bros' Discord is in the description. Mine is in mine.
Yep.
And then also feel free to subscribe as well.
To both of us.
Very appreciative.
Links in both of the descriptions of our videos.
That's right. All right, guys. Thanks for joining, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Thank you so much. Bye.
See you later. Bye.